especially not now after the recent events with their food safety issues. Scott will be celebrating Cinco de Mayo as he prepares chicken fajitas and mango margaritas for he and his girlfriend tonight. Today's speech project is from the Persuasive Speaking Advanced Manual, which focuses on, and this particular project focuses on, the effective salesperson. The project consists of an introductory presentation by Scott on persuasive sales. Then we will witness a role play to help us better understand the concepts. And Scott will finish with an informal discussion on the sales process that took place. With his speech titled, A Day at the Bookstore, please give a resounding ole for our amigo, Scott Garver.
I want you to think for a second about a situation where you were involved with a very successful salesperson. Or if you have people in your family or group of friends that you know that are salespeople that are really successful at it. What are the qualities of an effective salesperson? Anyone?
Well, Scott, when they're talking to you, Scott, they tend to use your first name a lot, Scott.
Okay. They focus on the buyer. That's good. I don't know if I'd use that particular technique, but...
Fake report.
Yes?
Great listeners.
Excellent. Excellent listeners. Okay.
Relationship building.
Good. They focus on providing value to their customer, their buyer.
They give you, it's kind of a relationship, they give you the appropriate amount of attention for where you're at, or what you're asking for.
Okay. Good.
They try to find out what your problem is, so they can help to resolve that with whatever product they're selling.
Yes. Excellent. She must have looked at the handout. Cheater.
That's what they do.
What about credibility? Don't they exude credibility? They know about their product. They know about their other people's products. They know about the industry as a whole. They can provide you that information. And as they're listening to you, they can develop that rapport and ask those questions that are important as far as what your needs are. So now let's talk about what Toastmasters ingrains in us through this particular manual that I'm in, as far as what is an effective salesperson. And they talk about there's 4 steps involved in the persuasive sales process. The first step, Joel mentioned, is to build rapport with your customer. What kind of things can you do to build rapport? Besides saying my name or whatever. Friendly? Okay.
Again, I'm listening.
Yes. Don't you have to talk a little bit to build rapport?
Sure.
Ask questions.
Small talk,
Right.
getting some idea of what commonalities you might have between the two of you. That's the first step, to build some rapport with your customer. The second one is what Liz mentioned, and that's to find out what their needs are, or their problem is, or what their goal is. And how do we go about doing that? Asking questions. What brings you in today? You're here looking at toasters. What's going on with your toaster at home? Did you have a blowout, or is there a particular brand you're looking for? Maybe some additional features, 5 slices versus 4, power of the unit, that kind of stuff. So asking questions is important to understand what your buyer is there for and what their needs are. The third step is to identify solutions to your buyer. And solutions are what? They're your product or service that you're presenting to them. And the way we go about doing that is by identifying features of your product or service. And a feature is basically what it is that you're offering. And then you also can get into benefits. And the benefits are what it does for the consumer, the customer. What are they going to get? What is it going to do for them? This is where the real decision making takes place. Is in this portion when you're selling the benefits of your product or service. And the last step is to ask for the commitment. You've found out what the buyer's needs are. You've introduced your solutions and went over the features and the benefits. It's now time to close that sale and make that commitment. What kind of things can we look for from our buyers that tells us as a salesperson that we're ready to make that commitment? That was good, Gene. A nod. A nod. Their facial expressions. What else? This is a great product. I really like that. Would that help? You think they're ready then? Or they start asking questions like, well, what's the price? What about service agreements and availability? Is this a product that you have right here in stock? I think they might be ready to make a deal. Once you get that cue from them, it's time to finish up. And the way you finish up is to ask, is there any other concerns or questions you might have that I can clear up for you right now? If they're ready to go, finish it. Once you get that yes, reaffirm them. Reaffirm to the buyer that this was a great decision and this is going to be a heck of a product. And I'll be here if you need it. So those are the 4 steps that are involved in a persuasive sales presentation through Toastmaster guys. Now I'm going to do a little role play. We're going to put this into action and just see how that might play out. If I could get Laura to help me. Let's welcome Laura Hausman up. She's gonna help me out.
Power of I am. Attitudes of gratitude.
Welcome to the magical mystery store. We're here to take you away. How are you? I'm Scott Garver. I'll be helping you out today.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you, Laura. What brings you to Dublin today?
Just, browsing. Been kind of just, thinking about getting a book or something.
Yeah? Are you from town or
From Columbus.
Columbus? What's the district? Do you have kids?
No kids.
No kids? Where'd you go to school when you grew up?
Went to Ohio State, but I'm from a small town originally.
Great. How about that construction out there? Is that crazy or what?
Yeah, just kills the traffic, just makes all those backups. One more thing.
It's going to be great though when they get this construction done up here, all the additional stores, and restaurants, and residential stuff. You're going to need to come back and check us out.
Yeah, maybe it'll be easier to get here now.
Right, yes, of course it will. So what kind of genre are you looking for today in the bookstore?
Well, I've just been feeling, kind of lack of one. So, I'm just thinking maybe something to give me a little pickup.
Okay.
Kind of in a rut.
Do you have a particular author or a certain type of author that you normally read?
No, I just like something that's not too long though. Just something easy to read.
a certain specific aspect of your life that you want to improve, or that you want to make feel better for you?
Just kind of in a rut. I think I need some inspiration. You know, it just seems day after day you get up, you're tired. You know, the house is a mess. You go to work, boss is on your back, just everything. You can't
Gotcha.
get ahead financially. It's just one thing after another.
Gotcha. Great. I think from what you've told me, there's possibly maybe 3 options I think would be good for you to help you along your journey. Let's start with the first one here. This is a book by Joel Osteen. It's called The Power of I Am. And basically what it talks about is whatever follows I am in your brain and what you're thinking about, make it positive. We so often think about, well, I'm not any good at this, or I'm terrible. I'm not fit. I can't go to the gym. The power of I am talks about infusing positive things after the I am. Like, I am strong. I am confident. I am able. I am caring. I am loving. These kind of things, your mind believes what it hears. And that's what you become. So if you're feeding it positive influences, positive energy, this can really help you out. I've actually started doing this as part of my morning ritual, and it's really been uplifting for me. The next book I think could be right up your alley is called Attitudes of Gratitude. And it's by a local author who's actually a Toastmaster. His name's Ben Parkins. And he talks about having an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for the things that you have in your life. And he says to do this, so often we say, I have to go to work, or I've got to go over and see my parents, or I've got to go to the store. He talks about changing the I have to's to I get to. I get to go to work today. I get to go to my job. I get to go see my family and spend quality time. Do you see how that minor change in wording can have a positive impact? Great. And the last one is by Dr. Christian Northrup. It's called Goddesses Never Age. And basically the key concept that you would get out of this that find it really beneficial for you is she talks about what the 3 most important words are that you can say to yourself. Do you have any idea what those might be? It's I love you. She talks about a technique where you take a look at yourself in the mirror, you're getting yourself ready for work in the morning, and you take a second, look into your eyes and say, I love you. And do that for 20 days in a row. And see what kind of positive impact that can have. Does any of those sound like those would be the right fit for what you're going through right now? Did any of them hit the mark when you were hearing about them?
It's really between the first 2. I'm not sure.
Okay, what kind of questions or concerns do you have about those first 2?
They
I
both-
am and the attitude of gratitude.
They both sounded good. I'm wondering, well, what about the price? Is one more expensive than the other? Or?
The I am, this is a New York Times bestseller. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. This one is actually $19.99. We have it in stock. And the Attitudes of Gratitude, I told you, is by a newer author. And we have that one for $14.99.
Are there any coupons, or could I buy it online for less? Or
I might be able to work something out with you if you purchase it here at the store today. I can take off $20.
okay. Well, even though that one costs more, it must be good if it's the New York Times bestseller. I think.
Absolutely. How about we work that out, $17.99. Cheers.
Sounds good.
All right. I think you're really going to enjoy this. Think about it. It's having a positive impact on you. Think of it. Say. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for Laura. Observations. Is there anything that I did that you would do differently or that I could improve? Other than my hairstyle, Joe, I know.
Send the Scott back.
What's that?
Send the Scott back. You're not Scott.
Yeah. What do we think?
I like how you added value to each book, the uniqueness out of each book, and you place value on it and expressed it, and I think that's so good. Okay.
And your knowledge about books. The fact that you have read them or you knew something about them, that's convincing because it spoke to her need.
You already had it narrowed down from the selection that was there. You already like honed in on just a few to give me a better choice.
Everything makes sense. I really, I don't know, I like how you, again, you tried to relate to her so she felt comfortable explaining to you what she wanted, because I've been in a situation where it's kind of like, okay, I'm feeling bothered, so I want to just go away. And you made her feel, that it was all about her. It's her little world for a few minutes.
That is the toughest part for me. I don't know how about normal salespeople, but to build that rapport, I mean,
Yeah.
it just sometimes feels forced or it feels unnatural. And for me, that's the hardest part. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your input, and I'll welcome back up Toastmasters.